Good morning, children. Welcome to e-learning class in Ideal English Medium School, Kumta. Subject Science, Standard 7th. Teacher Nahida Parveen. Lesson number 1, Nutrition in Plants. In class 6th, you learned that food is essential for all living organisms. You also learned that carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals are components of food. Here you can see fruits, vegetables, pulses. And you also know egg, milk, meat. These all are food items which gives us energy. So, food is a source of energy, children. And minerals, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins are all components of food. These components of food are called as nutrients. So, nutrition is nothing but it is the mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization by our body is nutrition. So, mode of nutrition in plants. There are two types of plants. One is autotrophic plants and the second one is heterotrophic plants. So, first type of plants are called autotrophs, where auto means self and trophos nourishment. Heterotrophs, heteros means other and tropos is nourishment. So, autotrophs are self food producing plants and heterotrophs are dependent on other plants. The mode of nutrition in which animal organisms make food themselves from simple substances is called autotrophic nutrition, and therefore plants are called autotrophs, and animals and most other organisms take in food prepared by plants. They are called heterotrophs. Leaves are the food factories of plants. Therefore, all the raw materials must reach the leaf. Water and minerals present in the soil are absorbed by the roots and transported to the leaves. Carbon dioxide in the air is taken in through the tiny pores present on the leaves. These pores are called as stomata, and these small pores are surrounded by guard cells. Okay, these small pores are surrounded by guard cells. This is stomatal opening. Stomata. Water and minerals are transported to the leaves by the vessels which run like pipes throughout the root, the stem, the branches, and the leaves. In this process, the nutrients reach the leaf. They are called as vessels. Okay. The leaves are green in color. Leaves have green pigment called chlorophyll. This chlorophyll in leaf helps to capture the light energy from the sun. The energy is used to synthesize food from carbon dioxide and water. Since the synthesis of food occurs in sunlight, it is called photosynthesis. So, we find that chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water are necessary to carry out the process of photosynthesis. It is a unique process on the earth. The solar energy is captured by the leaves and stored in the plant in the form of food. Thus, sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. Section of a leaf. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll cells of leaves, chlorophyll containing cells of leaves in the presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide and water to synthesize carbohydrates. The process can be represented in equation. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives carbohydrate plus oxygen. So, here is the chemical reaction of the following equation: 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives carbohydrate and oxygen gas is liberated. The leaves other than green also have chlorophyll. The large amount of red, brown and other pigments mask the green color. Photosynthesis takes place in the leaves also. See, here you can see different color leaves. So here the other pigments other than the green color have masked the green pigments, so the color has changed. And you can see green patches in ponds or stagnant water also. Okay, where water is standing you can see some green patches. Those are called as algae. Okay. Soil has certain nitrogen fixing bacteria called rhizobium. These bacteria helps to synthesize the minerals